Good morning, Scorpios. Welcome to your reading for July the 28th. I hope you're doing well. I want to say thank you to Daniel for the reading. I hope you're doing great today, Daniel. And I hope everyone's having a fantastic day or morning. I do have a live reading coming up on the 31st at 9:30 p.m. So make sure check that link in my community page, or just click on that link and just kind of have a reminder set, okay? So you can go find my profile page or community page by clicking on my icon photo, and then that takes you over to my page, and you'll see where it says post and things like that. You should be able to see the posting. So there's a link there for a live reading. I know I don't do this often, but it's a chance to be live with me, and it's at 9:30, so join if you can. Hopefully I'll see you there. And I have a personal reading, so if you like a personal reading, it's $45 for 1 hour, maybe an hour and a half. So I really try to go really intense with you and get down to the facts of things. So if you need help on your journey, please let me know, and I'll be glad to help you. All right, so anyway, let's go to your reading here, Scorpio. If you need extra support, I do have Mark here on YouTube, and he's actually a Native American spiritual healer, and he's also can help you on your healing journey and to speak with someone. So he is a Scorpio, and he's an empath. So that might help you as well. His name and his email will be in my description box as well, okay? All right, so check that out. Just to give you that extra support to have someone to talk to, how to get over trauma bonds, how to get back on that healing journey, you can reach out to him as well as me. I'm always your Scorpio family, so we are in your Scorpio family that understands Scorpios. So definitely reach out to him or myself, and I will get you in contact with him. All right, Scorpio, so let's see what's coming up with your energy here. You have the Page of Wands, okay? So that's your significant energy. So let's see what that's going to connect to throughout the reading. You might be getting a phone call. I don't know why I'm here that, but you might be getting a phone call or some kind of text message. Could be about a job here. But also, I just look at kind of different things here just to kind of see where, make my room here, squeeze that up there, so you can see the card get in the frame. All right, so thank you so much, Scorpios, for being on my journey. I am not on TikTok. Two more, please. Angel God Spirit. The devil energy. All right. And thank you for some of you are watching me every day, so thank you so much. I am a Scorpio in 5 placements, so I definitely do understand your journey more than you know. But anyway, Scorpio, it looks like you're going to be receiving some kind of phone call here. Somebody might want to apologize to you. It could be back from your past jobs, just throw that in there. Want you to make an offer to come back towards you. And I do feel like here you have went through some serious things with the 8 of Swords. And that's why I said you might need someone to talk to about that. So we're here for you, okay? So you do have that energy, and I do feel like here you are coming out of that. You are start to understand life, and I do think something's coming in, as an offer. Now, with that offer, when I say a job, you're going to be super happy, okay? You're going to be super, super, super happy, with this job offer. Because when things have been going wrong for you, you might have felt like things were just not going, it's been stagnant. Things have not been moving in your favor. July was horrible, with the whole Mercury retrograde. Things were stuck, just things like nothing seemed to be. Only thing was turning was the day and the night, and things were not going for you. June was okay, but the retrograde popped up, and but I do feel like now we're coming out of that energy, and you should be starting to feel a little bit better here. With the sun card, the sunshine, happiness is shining bright on your face every day. So be grateful for that, okay? But you do have the sun and the moon here, next door to each other. But the sun is shining down the moon for you to kind of see the truth in things, kind of see behind the way maybe life is, or maybe the way this person treated you, to kind of give you an awakening, okay? So you are coming into this awakening, regardless of how it is, but it's going to bring you out of that stuck energy. And you have the Strength card in reverse, and the Devil card, and the King of Cups. Some of you might be stalking somebody's page. Please don't do that, because you can't heal if you're watching other people. Just let people be. Let people do what they want to do. If they don't want to be part of your life, you just have to be strong enough, Scorpio, here in the Strength card, to let them go. Just don't even watch them. Just don't even pay attention to them. And you're going to see you're going to feel better, because you got away from that energy that was kind of plaguing you, okay? You got the King of Cups here in reverse. I don't think you love this person anymore. I just think it's the emotional attachment you still have connected to this person. But also that energy gives me the feeling like, because of that Eight of Swords energy, you felt like life has not been going right for you. Things are difficult for you, but you are coming out of Scorpio. The thing is to stay positive here with yourself and love yourself, okay? And when I say love yourself, I doesn't mean like, just the meaning, just to say, yeah, I love myself because I go to work every day. No, love yourself is when you are able to live alone, and you know you don't need nobody, and you have built that strength up to the point where it would take somebody to break that peace of mind with you, or have to sacrifice that or compromise that, which some of you probably are not willing to do. But at the same time, when I say love yourself, take care of you, Scorpio, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Get back on that road. And I know things may feel kind of stagnant or stuck, but your money's going to be good here. You are going to see that offer come in, and you're going to see that, or something in your money. You might be saying, what can I do to make more money? Maybe you might want to get some kind of supplement job, or a secondary job. Or maybe you might be going back to school to do something to increase that money. So whatever it is for learning here, you might be doing. But definitely you got some energy here to work on yourself, Scorpio. I do feel like obsession, or maybe you have anger issues, or maybe there's trust issues that's hiding inside that Devil energy you might need to work on, okay? But definitely love yourself. You're the one who has to for that, okay? So let's see what's coming up in your current energy. And this is for you to grow, all right? So that's my message for that. So let's see what's coming up. And anything can come up, okay? Money, finances, about your life here. So I'm gonna put this with the cards here. You got the Two of Wands going into the Page of Wands. So something here about your future. Someone might be choosing you, and maybe they did before, but I don't tell you to go back to those people because they had their chance, but that's just me. But you go with the Nine of Pentacles. What do we have here with the Nine of Pentacles? The Ace of Swords was for the Page of Pentacles. Ace of Cups, okay. And then you have the Page of Swords on top of the Eight of Swords. You got the Judgment on top of the Moon card here. Let's check for the Moon card energy. Okay. Ace of Wands. Wow, you're getting all the aces here, but you got to make some changes here. But let's see what this is all going to connect to, and then we'll look at your outcome. So make sure you copy that link for July 31st. Full card, Devil, the Devil on top of the High Priestess, or High Priestess on top of the Devil. All right, bottom of the deck you have the Three of Swords, so that's our focus here. And you got the Lover's card, so you may have had, and there's that Page of Wands. They do want to come back and talk to you, Scorpio. So you're brokenhearted over this situation. Could have been a very strong connection here with this person. So Page of Wands, let's talk about that energy. You got the Page of Wands with the matching with the Two of Wands here, with your Two of Wands, and that energy is, looking out into your future, thinking about what choices to make, and someone might be calling you, as I said, they might be calling you to offer you a job, offer you something, but nonetheless, it could have been a person that you're deciding now, Scorpio, what path you want to take, okay? You're deciding in the path of things, which way you want to go. What destiny do you have here? Which one do you want to? The world is yours. What they say, the world is an oyster or something. You're like an oyster and a clam. Well, just think about yourself being a pearl inside of a clam, okay? That clam is shut tight, but inside that is a beautiful thing. So when you open the clam, or the oyster, when you open that oyster, well, the oyster has created this beautiful thing, but you didn't know it was hidden, all right? So where I'm going with this is that when that clam is open, you can turn it to the most beautiful thing, but you're gonna have to work on that, just like an oyster works on a pearl. So you have the Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Swords here. I do feel like in your energy, you do have this kind of that mental stuck energy. You're not seeing through, I think you're just in this part of your mind, and I'm trying to get you to shift your mind. I think you're really still focused and stuck in the past a lot. Your subconscious is stuck down into the past, and there's things that you're and it's hard to get out of that stuck place. But once you pull out of that and you shift over to the understanding of the Ace of Swords and seeing your truth, to say, hey, changing your way you're thinking, change the way you understand things, and you say to yourself, I'm still stuck in the past, but I got to get out of that. Now I got to move forward. I got to start thinking about my life here. I got to start thinking about my future. I got to think about how to make myself happy. So I think with that being said, with that Ace of Swords there in reverse, just start to clear your thinking, get some understanding and clarity. You have now somebody here might be coming back to offer you a cup of love here, but again, it's to offer the cup of love to yourself. If that's another person, because you do have the Three of Swords and the Lover's card here, that person could be coming back to offer you and say, I'm sorry, can we start again? And can we have this conversation? And that might be something too, Scorpio, with your independence. You're seeing yourself as independent. That person's seeing you as independent. But you might not want to have a conversation with this person just because the way they did you wrong here, okay? So it's connecting. But I do feel a strong energy of conversations going to be had here. Page of Swords on the Eight of Swords, you are coming out of that stuck energy, but you got the Page of Swords. So some of you may be watching that person's page, but also you might be watching other places, like maybe job offers, or you might be researching job offers. You might be researching where to live in a new place. So there's that energy too, that you want to kind of, I do feel like here with that communication energy there, Scorpio, again, that you are trying to decide about what place of changes you need to take. And with that Eight of Swords coming out of the Page of Swords, you're really putting your energy into being, making that decision, okay? Whether it's moving, looking around you, where do you want to live, your environment, that kind of thing. But I do feel like you are trying to get out of that stuck energy and your surroundings here. So you are getting better, though. I'm really happy to see that. With the Three of Swords and the Lover's card here, so keeping that connection, you are making a decision here, Scorpio. That's why I said you just got to get out of that mindset to change yourself to being happy here, making that decision. You haven't came to, again, it's because of that stuck energy, it's because of that Eight of Swords. But once you make that decision, don't dwell in it too long, because when you start thinking things, Scorpio, you want to move forward, but then you get to this part where you kind of forget about it, or you procrastinated too long and you forget about it. So make sure you're paying attention to that energy, okay? Because you do need to make a decision, and when you're going to make a decision, Scorpio, make sure that you're doing it that's best for you, okay? It's not for someone else. All right, you have the But this is definitely all about changes, about communication, and the moon card here in the reverse with the Ace of Wands, that's telling me that, again, you're not taking, you might need to take a chance. You might need to make those changes and make a wish for yourself. You're always doing what's best for everybody else. You're always trying to fix someone or rescue someone to make them a better person. Scorpio, this is your chance. A lot of you are single right now, and you probably are single by watching this, but you're the one who's in control of your life, but you're in control of how you perceive your life, okay? How you perceive it. If you see it as being toxic or sad, it's going to be toxic and sad, okay? If you perceive your life, you know what, I can go do this, I can be anything I want to be, I just got to go try it, I got to take care of myself, I got to physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually take care of myself. And when you find that balance, just like in the Four of Wands and Ace of Wands, that wish is going to balance you out and it's going to move you forward, okay? But I do feel like the weak part of you right now, Scorpio, in your reading is you're afraid to take a leap, you're afraid to change. Okay, you're afraid to make that move. You're afraid to take that change. You see my dog here. Afraid to make the change. But don't be, Scorpio. Life is beautiful with the right place, the right environment. Like, for example, you're a water sign. You might need to be near water, Scorpio. You might need to be near somewhere that has a waterfall, a beach. That might be your healing place, That might be the place you need to live, or you might at least spend some time there, like maybe take a vacation trip, and just see how's your environment change. I know some of you might live in the city. You might need to get out of the city for a while and just go to the mountains, go to, sit by a lake or something, So take care of you like that. Now, this is the interesting part of the reading that I found was very, the devil and the high priestess, that this person that brought you red flags, or even if it's in a job, you have to pay attention to the people who gives you jobs, or you apply for jobs and you get an interview and they ghost you, or a person that ghosts you. Well, remember, that's a red flag, okay? You might have wanted it because you're obsessed about it, and you were thinking about, he's like my baby here. Sammy, nope. So, you might be obsessing about the things, but see it as a red flag, okay? The high priestess is warning you, and you're going to have to get in touch with your intuition here to feel when things are your discernment, or you to feel when things are not right for you. Okay, that would help you a lot. King of Swords, King of Cups. I do feel like if this is a past love person, you're no longer in love with them. You might be in no contact right now with that person, and you may have cut this person off because they broke your heart. And you may have had a strong soul tie with this person. But they do want to talk to you here and grow things now, or you are the Queen of Cups. So this is what I'm talking about here. You're in the King of Cups. Might be another water sign energy here. They want to reconcile. Let me just put this up here. They might want to reconcile this. They're saying, I'm stopped juggling. I just want to grow this. I want to talk to you, Scorpio. I'm sorry for breaking your heart. That's an apology that might be coming in for another opportunity. But the thing you're here, Scorpio, it's hard to walk away from someone. I get it. And it's hard to walk away when someone walked away from you, okay? And you remember those cycles this person put you in with that devil energy. So you went through some cycles here, and you're slowing. But if you do get back with this person, or try to, do it as a clean slate, and you're going to have to forgive this person for everything they did, and I don't think you can do that. Some of them got remarried, and then they get in this marriage, or they get in another partnership, or even if they have kids with somebody else, they actually want to come back to you because you were just one of the most wonderful people they ever met, and they didn't know what they had until it was gone, okay? So, but, this is the part where, I'm going to flip this over. No more love bombing, for sure. You need to learn to walk away from people and move forward, Scorpio. That might be the hardest thing for you. And that might be why you're in this energy of the Fool card and the Strength card in reverse. That's your hardest thing to do, is just to unlock that, to let it go. Okay? And if they come back great, if they come back as a changed person down the road, I can't tell you what to do with your life. Even if I had kids with somebody and that didn't work out, and you want a family, it might work out for you. I don't know. But you're going to have to think right now for yourself and love yourself and build yourself, because nobody's not going to do that for you but you, Scorpio. But overall, here, this is about communicating. This is about loving yourself to the point where you can actually, the first time they show you something really bad, you're able to just say, look, this is not for me. Good luck, have a great life. Maybe second chance if you want to go to the second chance, but some of you are going third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 10th, 12th things. And the definition of insanity is repeating something. I'm not saying you're insane, but the insanity definition is repeating something over and over and over and expecting a different result. It's not going to happen, okay? But if you let this person go, or this situation go, or that job go that you wanted, at the timing, it was not meant for you. For whatever reason, it might be for you to heal, make you stronger boundaries, for you to get a different lifestyle, for you to move, whatever that is. You just have to trust the universe here with that. But I do feel like this person, or one of you, I'm gonna say at least, you could be the Queen of Cups and this person fell in love with you, or this person pulled back their energy on you. But they do want to reconcile. So however this goes, that card can flip and you can become the quote soulmates or soul connection back. They do want to reconcile. They do think about you. They do think about, but they are reaping what they're sowing. But they do want to grow with you. They want to talk to you, and they're saying they learned their lesson here, not to juggle you between you and other people. Or if it's a job situation, they remembering you at your old job, and they want to talk to you and see if you'll come back. Okay? But yeah, that's what I have for you, Scorpio, here. Okay, let me just get one more on that. Oop, and that was accidentally, someone put that there because I love that card. Full of happiness, Scorpio. Love yourself. One more card for Scorpio's energy. Make sure you give me that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification so you'll get a notification bell, okay? Alright, and hit that notification bell so you'll get my uploads when I upload. So make sure you set your calendar, set your reminder on your phone. Click on that link or save it there. It'll be in the posting and so anyway, it is there, and I will put it in the description box as well, okay? So check that. But if you'd like to reach out to Marcus to help you spiritually, he will be able to help that as well. You do have the World card here for new beginning, Scorpio. Even though you did not want to start this beginning, I think the universe is going to push you to start this new beginning whether you like it or not, because you really need to move forward, and you know that. You need to kind of like get better into a better headspace and clear that confusion, and get that clarity about deciding for you, Scorpio, what's best for you and not what's always best for somebody else, okay? And I know it's hard to unlock that mental part of you where it's to move forward without having it aggravate you or frustrate you or be irritating you in your mindset on a daily basis. If you want to clear that out, you're going to have to do some work here, okay? And work is hard, but you're going to have to move forward in the way of clearing that spirit, balancing yourself out in the Four of Wands, being happy, working on your emotions, working on your mental, working on your spirituality. And that's why I said some part of you, Scorpio, your spirit might be kind of broken here. I mean, I'm not saying you can't get it back, but that's the way it feels. I don't believe your spirit can ever be broken. Let's say fractured. Your spirit might be fractured right now. Your heart is wounded. So I do understand that. But somebody's waiting for you to make a decision to come back. They're keeping a hope alive that you will reach out to them. Okay, so that's the message of today for July 28th. So let me know if this resonated for you. Give me that thumbs up, and I will see you soon, Scorpio. Take care. See you. Love and light. Bye-bye.